some of the most shocking meltdowns to downright heartbreaking defeats, here are 5 of the most epic meltdowns when poker players lost with quads. Ready to see some unbelievable moments? Stick around because these hands are absolutely mind-blowing. Phil Hellmuth's flush loses to quads. First up is a game where Phil Hellmuth just couldn't believe his eyes.
Facing with hands like, especially hands like pocket eights. See? Look at that! Look at that! Oh, we have quads again. Oh my god, what if he hits the flush? Do you think he's gonna get away like he did against Tom in the first heat? I really have a feeling the spade is gonna hit. See? Told you the spade is gonna hit.
He gives out in strong flush, but fate has a cruel twist. Hellmuth looks calm and collected, confident in his unbeatable hand, so he bets.
High flush, and you know, well, he might not go broke now since there was no bet on the turn, and even if he bets the river and someone races, it's not gonna be all his tips.
Has Roland played this well so far?
I think he should have bet the turn. He definitely should have bet the turn. I mean, you need to build the pot while you still can. There's only one card left to come. And if nobody bets the river, you might not even get more than 5,000 out of it or 10,000.
But the wolf decides to raise out of nowhere.
Raise for 37,000.
Yeah, I think that's a good raise on his part. If he put Helmy's all in there, I think there's a much better chance that he's gonna fold than if he just raises 37. Because now Phil is gonna think he has chips left, but still, he can still play if he...
As things take a turn, he tries to contain his emotions with a huge smile.
Capable of making big folds, but the way the action has gone in that, is he capable of folding this?
I don't know, like, it looks a lot like Roland has pocket fives here.
Is he capable of, we know he's capable of making big folds, but the way the action has gone in that, is he capable of folding this?
I don't know, like, it looks a lot like Roland has pocket fives here, the way the hand played out. Because I think if Roland had a flush, he would have bet the turn. And I think if he had an 8, he would have bet the turn as well. So, like, either...
But everyone could sense Phil's frustration growing. Here's what happens next.
Coming over here on the way this evening, Hellmuth and DeWolf were talking about a hand that DeWolf played where he made a monster bluff on the river last Premier League with deuce 6 against Ian Fraser. And Phil was saying that it was the stupidest...
I can beat the 9-10 of spades.
Yeah, I remember that. So I don't really know how that's going to affect Phil here. If he thinks that Roland is going to make a move on him.
Let me see here.
Or if he thinks that Roland is going to be really tight and doesn't want to look.
By the end of the game, the guy totally loses it. Here comes the classic Hellmuth blow-up.
At least that's a nice hand to lose to. Could have got more.
Wow. I tell you what, every time they build Phil up, the cards drag him down.
How in the hell does this keep happening to me in this freaking week? It's unbelievable. If I didn't outplay everybody in the last one, I would have lost that one too.
That's for sure.
So sick.
Go would have shot the rhythm.
Wow. Did that shock you? Just wait till you see what Tony G does next. Tony G's iconic quad sixes. Up next is Tony G, the poker star who kind of gave everyone a hard time on the table.
The old timers like me, and have fun with the game. I know what they're doing, you know. I know what they're thinking. I've thought of everything they have. I have forgotten everything they know. Oh, mate, you've got the Tony Resort open to...
The game starts with Tony having way too high spirits.
25. You know you have it. You have the Tony Resort, unlimited drinks, you have Nordas protecting you at night. And now, I don't know even that you should never drink on the job. And where's your tie? Wear your tie and be presentable.
Okay, I came and stayed at Tony Resort and you had a key to my room.
25. Yeah, but someone has to protect you. I gave you a room next to my room. Yeah, everyone's protecting you, Warren.
Known for his fiery temperament, Tony G just can't stop talking, adding up to the pressure of the game.
Just because it's one chip. And I don't even have an ace. There you go. I don't have an ace.
And what is it about these big game cash games that he just seems to always do well, or almost always?
Tony, yeah, he just riles people up and forces them to make big mistakes.
He's gonna call. I know he has
puts people off the game and unsettles them, and
how much
has his own way of doing it.
This is 7, about 8.
All right. You want to do something crazy?
What's that?
I mean, now you got an ace now. But is the kicker good?
The real tension builds as the flop comes down.
Oh, wow.
1500. It's one of those pots where you're going to chop.
He actually plays his hand quite well, Davey, right? Because he knows that he's
Chop, chop, they say.
if Tony's bluffing, he has to just call. He can't raise,
of
right?
course.
Tony decides to go all in with his overconfident attitude.
Shit to
I'm
get him
going to
off
go
an ace
all in
two.
on the river, no matter what happens. There you go. That way I'm showing commitment.
It doesn't.
He starts pushing Mandavia and builds the pressure even more. Clever move.
Yeah, you got to beat 4 6. Can you beat 4 6s? All right, fold your hand. Fold it, fold it. Get rid of it.
Oh, wow.
Get rid of it. I'm not lying. Come on. Do you trust me? Fold it. Please, for me. Show me some confidence.
And with that, it's officially Tony G's lucky day.
It's a 20,000 pot. He's giving him the rub down with that.
He's bet 60,000 as well.
I'm a genuine guy. Come on, I'm a stand-by guy. I told you have an ace, right? I told you all the way where we were. We always knew.
If you think that was intense, wait till you see Phil Ivey's reaction next. Phil Ivey's quads vs flush. Watch as poker legend Phil Ivey faces one of the luckiest hands of his career. Ivey is in control, holding quad aces after the turn.
Ivey got the aces. Limps in. Sam checks back king out of clubs. Rut-row. This could be a big one, Jeff. We've got top set against the nut flush draw and a pair.
He raises, knowing he got the pot secure.
Not go in.
Ivey bets. Sam's going to raise. Ivey's going to jam.
This is insane. Sam is thinking about Vegas and Mirage, and this is the one that you don't get there. You're on your way and you don't get to in the door somehow. This is, I mean, there's just no other. I mean, there's.
We then see the biggest cooler of all time.
If you're Sam.
Yeah. So it's the biggest cooler you'll see, really.
Sam's going to feel sick, but he can't fold.
Sam's face says it all as he realizes he's beaten.
Quads.
Wow.
Have some of that.
Wow. What a hand. I mean, this is a sick of three-handed, 1 versus 2 stack in the biggest cooler you're going to see possible. Unbelievable stuff. I mean, that's crazy. What a run out. What a hand.
That is ludicrous.
That is absolutely nuts.
And that's a tough one to watch, but the next hand with Daniel Negreanu is even crazier. Daniel Negreanu's epic meltdown. Daniel Negreanu, one of the most well-known poker players, experiences a devastating loss.
2,400 more. And Hansen calls it 2,900.
Yeah, probably not.
Flop comes 9, 6,
Wow.
5. Oh.
Both players have flopped sets. Daniel's got 3 sixes. Gus has got 3 fives. Gus is going to lose a lot of money in this hand. Only thing that could save him is maybe a 7 or an 8 coming up. Slow.
The game is intense from the start, with both players holding strong hands.
Good morning, Dr. Gray.
In the middle of this hand, David Gray has showed up and starts to do his dance moves behind Gus. Gus is trying to figure out what to do here. He's going to raise.
Here.
That's the right move. You don't want someone coming in here with a hand like 9-8.
He raised the $26,000.
Daniel is confident as he bets heavily.
And Daniel is just going to call. He's going to let a card come off. I like this move by Daniel. Gus is convinced he has the best hand now.
Turns another 5.
Wow! Gus has made quads. Gus Hansen has quads, and Daniel Negreanu has 6s full.
Unbelievable.
This is trouble.
But then the river card changes everything.
And the river's an 8.
Both players like that card. Both players want the other player to make a straight. And Gus checks his quad. The main thing is Daniel feels he has the best hand. And there's no reason he shouldn't feel he has the best hand. He's feeling the right amount to bet is
$65,000.
$65,000.
Daniel's reaction is pure agony as he realizes he's lost.
But it's a cooler, so can't feel too bad. If I lose a spot, it's a pretty bad cooler. Pocket 5s, pocket 9s, maybe a pocket 8s. Ooh, sick too. That would be sick.
Well, you're right, Daniel. It's one of the above.
Yeah.
What else would Gus Hansen be raising you $165,000 with? And Daniel decides to call.
Shows him the 5.
You had one out.
I believe you. I believe you. I wasn't too happy on the flop, but once the turn came up.
Wasn't too happy. Meanwhile, he rakes in a pot over $575,000.
You're looking at a man who just lost almost $300,000 cash.
Think that's bad? The final clip of Tom Dwayne will leave you speechless. Tom Dwan's unbelievable bad beat. Lastly, we wrap up with Tom Dwan giving an unreal bad beat.
He certainly does. And, well, Sandor pays the price for slow playing his jacks here, and he reaches for chips. He's going to make a bet.
He was so far behind here. And the jacks still look pretty.
Dwan is in the zone, holding quad aces.
One makes the call, and Eldar gets out of the way. We go to the turn. It is a 5, so Dwan is now filled up. He's got a full house, and Sandor.
Well, this time he checks.
The pot is enormous as he makes his move.
Jacks. Tom Dwan's beautiful check on the turn has induced this bet.
He bets 25,000, and now it's over to Dwan.
You're sitting with quad aces and someone's betting into you. How much more can he get here?
Well, there will certainly be a raise on the river here. But the question is, how much will it be?
Sandor didn't get to be a billionaire surely by throwing money away. Any sort of raise here. The minimum's got to be 25,000.
And that's exactly what it is. It's a raise to...
But the final card shocks everyone at the table.
Sandor nods and says, I call.
You can't throw it away.
Dwan's face is a picture of utter disbelief.
The look of resignation as Sandor sees Dwan's quads.
An almost apologetic shrug there from Tom Dwan. He is happy to shear the sheep.
A truly epic meltdown to end this list. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing poker videos. We'll be back soon with another thrilling episode. Thanks for watching,